start the recording. And good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our first episode of College and Career Pathways for the new school year. I am so excited that you all are joining us, and today we are going to be speaking with Helping Hands training program for CNAs. It's a healthcare program that teaches you how to be a certified nurse's assistant. And we are speaking with Melanie. And Melanie, this is your presentation and your flyers on the screen, and you can go ahead and take over.
Okay, thank you everybody for your attendance. I appreciate your time. I just wanted to share a little bit about our program. The name of our program is Helping Hands Training Program for CNAs. We've been in business for 5 years now. We have a very high success rate with training certified nursing assistants. We basically provide basic skill training, and what that means is training on activities of daily living. Same thing that you do when you wake up. You get yourself together, you take a shower, you comb your hair, you brush your teeth, you get yourself dressed, you may fix yourself a meal, go off to appointments. We basically train you how to do those types of things for other individuals who are not able to do those things for themselves. Certified nursing assistants, they're very vital to the healthcare team. They serve a vital purpose to nurses. I am a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for over 15 years now. I love training other individuals to do what it is I do or assist me in my job, because a lot of times, particularly nurses who work in other healthcare facilities, they need assistance with patients. They're not able to just do everything on their own. So they really do rely on the assistance of other individuals to help them in the healthcare system. And that's why certified nursing assistants are so important. So with learning how to become a certified nursing assistant, again, you will be learning how to assist patients to do things, again, that they're not able to do for themselves. Certified nursing assistants right now is a very, very, very lucrative job to have because of COVID. Prior to COVID, they were starting you off at, I believe, $10.50 an hour. Now they have boosted the rate to $20 an hour.
Are you
And
serious?
yes, $20 an hour. And if you travel, you're able to make up to $45 an hour. And that is just without taxes being taken out. And they pay for you to stay. They pay for your lodging. They pay for your gas. They pay all of your bills, your utilities. That's if you travel outside of the state of Michigan, is what I mean. But if you choose to work in the state of Michigan, you can work in different hospitals. You can work in rehabilitative facilities. You can work in long-term care facilities. They are certified nursing assistants are desperately needed in home health care. Nursing homes are in dire need of certified nursing assistants. I just met with a DON at a nursing facility who said their census, and that's their numbers, are down. Normally it's 100%, but they're down to 65% because they do not have enough nursing assistants to care for residents. And they do not have enough nurses. So now it is it's a vital time for you to, if you're interested, to obtain a certificate as a certified nursing assistant. And one of the great things about becoming a certified nursing assistant is you only have to certify every 2 years, and it's only $25 to certify. And one thing that I have valued as a nurse, I will always have a job because there are always people who are in need of help. So as a certified nursing assistant, you will always have a job. And it only takes $25 every 2 years to maintain your certification. So that's a great thing. Our particular program, we are a 4-week program. We run Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. Now, I see on our flyer that we have morning and evening classes. That is true. However, because of COVID and because of the distance, we do still practice, even though, you know, the masks are not mandated anymore. We do still require that our students come in with masks. You have to be COVID tested, and we do still maintain the 6 feet apart from one another. So our classes are smaller, and we only do morning classes as of now, because the evening classes, we just don't have a lot of people who are requesting the evening classes. But morning classes are available. They're 4 weeks, and you can be certified in 4 weeks and have a career in 4 weeks. And it's so many different opportunities out here for certified nursing assistants during this time. It's unreal. There's so many people who need help. And so this certified nursing assistant program is actually one that I will consider. I mean, even if you were not interested in becoming a certified nursing assistant, it would be a certification that, in my opinion, would be great during this particular time. Because let's just say you work in automotives, and something happens at your job, and you guys get laid off. You can use the certified nursing assistant as a backup plan. So I like to encourage my students that way, or any of my audience that way, because it is definitely a lucrative time to become a certified nursing assistant.
Melanie, can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
So, because, and it's not just with the healthcare industry, um, they have increased the pay rates for a lot of positions that are in abundance that's out here available, because they are just finding it challenging to fill these positions. And a lot of people blame it on the fact that they increase the unemployment compensation so much that people are just not job seeking because they get so much in unemployment. Whether it's true or not, my question is though, if when these unemployment benefits run out or cease, will these pay rates remain as high as they are, or will they go back down to what was comparable prior to, the pandemic happening?
Well, to answer your question, I can't say yes or no to honestly answer your question, but I will add my opinion. And in my opinion, I believe that they will stay the same, simply because COVID has created such a fear in people that there are so many people that no longer even want to work in healthcare because of COVID. And so it's such a desperation that I believe that they will keep the pay rate as is simply because they need to keep people. You know, you have so many people in the hospitals, different rehabilitative facilities, long care, nursing facilities, nursing homes, who are in need of care. And in order to keep staff, to keep your facility staffed, you're gonna have to kind of make it worth a person's while. You know, even if they are willing to go in and care for residents who have been diagnosed with COVID, they need some type of incentive. And so I believe with keeping the pay rate as it is, will maintain that incentive for people to work.
Okay. Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
And once people complete the training in your program, then they have to take that state licensing exam. Is that correct?
Yes, so our program, again, it's a 4-week program, Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. until 2. We are a program that offers a certificate of completion. Once you have obtained the certificate of completion, you will have to go through what's called Prometrics. Prometrics is an organization that tests doctors, nurses, certified nursing assistants in order for them to obtain licensure in the state of Michigan. Once you go to them with your certification of completion, you say, hey, I've completed this course. We are a 75.5-hour course. You go to them and you say, I've completed this course. They will allow you to sit for the state exam. Once you sit for the state exam, you pass, because you will, because that's all we speak at Helping Hands, that once you go through our program, you will pass. So once you go to Prometrics, pass the exam, you will obtain what's called a certified nursing assistant license, well, certificate. But that license you to operate as a certified nursing assistant in the facilities that are listed on this flyer. You will maintain that certification, as I spoke about before, and maybe I got a little bit ahead of myself. As I spoke about before, for 2 years before it will need to be renewed. Once the renewal process comes up, it's $25 to renew it. It is $125 to take the state of Michigan exam, but that's a one-time fee. We do not offer that exam at our particular facility, but it is offered through Prometrics, and we will guide you through the process and how to go ahead and take that go ahead and take that exam.
So the initial cost is $125, and then recertification after 2 years is only $25.
Yes.
Good deal.
And so what, just to touch base on that, what you just said, Miss Tony, once you are certified as a nursing assistant in the state of Michigan, once you get the renewal process, I know I talked about automotives and whatnot. Let's just say you do work at a plant and you want to go to a certified nursing assistant school and you want to be certified. And all you will need to do is work for 24 hours within a year, that 2-year period, my apologies, that 2-year period, in order to maintain your certificate. So it's just something that, like I was saying before, I think is very important, because people are always going to need help. So I'll have this certification, and even if I want to be an accountant or a lawyer, I still have this certification. Anything can happen through life, and having the certification to me would only be an asset to you and your career.
Melanie, what is the cost for your the tuition cost for your certified nursing assistant program?
The cost for our program is $650. However, during COVID, we have decreased our costs from $650 to $500. So it is $500 because we realize that people within the community, we're all going through something in life. We're all having financial difficulties. So I didn't want to make it really stressful for people. So we kind of decreased the cost from $150 to $500 for everybody.
Good deal.
Mhm.
So do you want to talk about the phlebotomy program now?
Sure. So our phlebotomy program is a 6-week program. Thank you, Miss Tony. Our phlebotomy program is a 6-week program. It is a 33.5-hour program. I know that the flyer says starting as low as 800. During COVID, we have decreased the cost from 800 to 600 because we want to make it affordable for everybody. Basically, as a phlebotomist, you learn how to draw blood. The class time is every Saturday from 8:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. So that's just one day out of the week. Just to add, again, DMC is they are in dire need of phlebotomists. They're literally reaching out within the community, asking for people who are trained in the area of phlebotomy to fill out applications. Again, because of unemployment, because of COVID, a lot of people are just not willing to work in the healthcare system. Again, fear, and again, complacency with unemployment. So these are 2 areas with becoming a certified nursing assistant and becoming a phlebotomist that are in high demand right now. And we're definitely in need of people to obtain this training in order to employ different facilities. One or a few places that you can work are hospitals, clinical laboratories, community health centers. And when I say community health centers, that's kind of like your public health centers, well, when I say public health, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Herman Kiefer. It was, available for people within the community who did not have health care insurance, and you can just go in, pay a small fee, and you can basically be treated. That's what I mean by community health centers. And then nursing homes and doctor's office, and then blood donation centers where people donate blood or donate plasma. All of those facilities are in dire need of help.
So it's a 6-week training program on Saturdays.
Yes.
And the difference between the certified nursing assistant and the phlebotomist is one draws blood and the other one doesn't, correct?
The other one doesn't. However, this is what I encourage as a registered nurse, because as a registered nurse, they do not teach you how to draw blood, believe it or not. They do not. I encourage phlebotomy because although they don't teach you how to draw blood, it is an expectation. Yeah. Yes, it is an expectation. And it is one that kind of throws you for a loop. especially when you're just getting out of school and they put you on the floor and you have labs to draw or you have an IV to start. You just don't have that training in nursing school, which is beyond me. I don't know. I don't set the curriculum, but I went through the program and they do not teach you how to draw blood or to start IVs as a registered nurse. That's why a lot of nurses don't draw blood well, because it's not something that's taught. So what I encourage my certified nursing assistants to do is, if you are truly interested in a career in healthcare, obtain a certification as a certified nursing assistant, and then also add phlebotomy to it, because you're going to make yourself more marketable in the workplace. I even encourage those individuals who have gone through my program and they become a certified nursing assistant and they've gone on to become a licensed practical nurse, that is an LPN. I encourage them, come back for your phlebotomy training, because this is just something that you do not get in nursing school. We do not teach it to our certified nursing assistants, and we do not teach it to, well, it's not taught to the nurse. So phlebotomy training is absolutely important, because like I said, although it's not taught, it is an expectation.
Melanie, in order to complete the phlebotomy program that you offer, do you require students to complete blood draws?
Yes. So I'm glad you asked that question, Ms. Tony. So the certification as a phlebotomist, is simply not enough. Once you complete the program and you want to go obtain a job in the hospital, lab, doctor's office, a public health facility, blood donation facilities, what they're going to ask you, number one, is how many successful blood draws have you done? That's what they want to know. They do not care about how many hours you've had. It does not have to be 50, 100 hours, anything like that. All they're interested is, how many times have you inserted a needle into a patient and successfully gotten blood? We record that at our school. So when you go in to obtain a job, you're going to have a sheet where either myself or our other instructor, his name is Timothy, Mr. Walls, we have checked you off on how many times we've watched you insert a needle into a person and obtain blood. So you can show them that information and let them know. Typically, jobs would like anywhere from 50 to 100 successful blood draws, because they feel like, okay, you know what you're doing. Before I allow you to stick any of my patients, I need to know that you know what you're doing. And so this sheet from our school allows them to identify, well, yes, you do know how to draw blood. And that's what we found to be helpful to our students before sending them out in the workplace, because that's really all they want to know.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask at this time, does anyone have any questions? And if so, just type them in and we can ask Melanie what your question. We can ask Melanie your question. I'm trying to say. So it
I did not realize that you guys cannot see my face. Hello.
yeah.
Hello, everyone. You're just looking at a big M.
Yeah, yeah. Some people, they don't like to go on camera. So when you didn't do it immediately, I just assumed, I'm like, okay, well, you know,
Yes, okay.
we're focused on the flyer anyway, so. Well, if there aren't any questions, then I will end this session, our very first session for the school year. Thank you so much, Melanie, for coming on to talk about the CNA program and the phlebotomy program as well. Um, we have the flyer information, and we will make note that the cost listed will be adjusted considerably so that all the students will recognize and notice that it's.
But for your students, Miss Tony, I'm sorry, just to add, for your students, their scholarship alone is sufficient.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, so even though, like, let's just say phlebotomy, you know, is 600, but with their incentive scholarship, they do not have to pay any additional costs.
Well, good deal.
Yeah, that's never been a problem. So because I want to you know, add an incentive as well. I really want them to be able to obtain a certificate as a phlebotomist or as a certified nursing assistant without the financial strain.
Good deal.
There's it's super needed. It's super needed.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you guys, we're going to bring this to a close. Thank you for joining. Thank you for Melanie. Thank you, Melanie, for speaking and talking about your program. It is an excellent program. I am a very huge fan, always advocating for students that are interested in going into healthcare, phlebotomy, CNA, to check your program out, because it is by far one of the awesomest programs that we have in the Metro Detroit area. So,
well, thank you. I appreciate that. We are located in Midtown at 430 Mac. We're directly across the street from Children's Hospital. We do have a lot of partnerships now, and we have a ton of facilities that we can recommend you to. They're seeking phlebotomists, they're seeking certified nursing assistants. So, and to be able to obtain a job during this time would be very easy. Very easy.
all right, you guys, thanks for tuning in, and everybody have a great day.
You too. Thank you, Miss Tony.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.